Good day, this is Ivan Michael Siachansa from BSIT 2102 of Batangas State University. So for this video, I'm going to be doing some packet tracer activities. So let's start. So this packet tracer activity is in chapter 9. It is in page 9.3.1.2. The title of this packet tracer simulation is TCP and UDP communications. So the objectives is part 1, generate the network traffic in simulation mode, examine the functionality of the TCP and UDP protocols. So the background, simulation activity is intended to provide a foundation for understanding the TCP and UDP in detail. Simulation mode provides the ability to view functionality of different protocols. As data moves through the network, it is broken down into smaller pieces and identified in some fashion so that the pieces can be put back together. Each of these pieces is assigned to a specific name, protocol, data unit, or PDU, and associated with the specific layer. Packet tracer simulation mode enables the user to view each protocols and associated PDU. Steps outlined below lead to the user through the process of requesting the service using various applications available on the client PC. This activity provides an opportunity to explore the functionality of TCP and UDP protocols, multiplexing and function of port numbers, in determining which local application request the data is sending the data. So part 1. Generate the network traffic in simulation mode. So perform the following task to reduce the amount of network traffic within the simulation. Click multi-server, then desktop tab, command prompt, then we ping, we enter this command. We're going to ping this IP address. So it says that it will take a few seconds for it to respond. So let's wait for it. It's replying. So there, the packet sent is 4. It received 16 packets and there are no lost packets. So now we proceed to step 2. So close the multi-server window, generate the web HTTP traffic, go to HTTP client, go to HTTP client, desktop, web browser. Now that we are in the web browser, we copy this and we must first switch to simulation mode. So we are now in simulation mode. So go to HTTP client, go to web browser, then enter this IP. Copy this, so it's paste, then click go. So there, an envelope is now in the HTTP client. So let's minimize this, minimize but do not close the HTTP client configuration window. Let's minimize that. To generate a FTP traffic, go to FTP client. So we are now in FTP client, so go to FTP client, go to desktop tab, command prompt, then copy this command. So let's enter. So it says trying to connect. PDUs will appear. So another PDU appear in FTP client. configuration window. So let's minimize this. Minimize but do not close. Now we go to generate DNS traffic. So DNS client, desktop tab. So desktop tab, command prompt. So in the command prompt, enter this. And let's look up multi-server PTU. So let's enter. Minimize but do not close. So let's see if there. So a DNS client, it showed another envelope. Minimize but do not close the DNS client configuration window. Now we go to generate email traffic. So to generate email traffic, we click email, then desktop tab, go to the email tool. So in email tool, let's click compose. So here, let's copy this, then the subject is personalized, the subject line. The email body, personalize the email. There now, click send. Minimize but do not close the email client configuration window. There, so verify that traffic is generated and ready for simulation. Every client computer should have PDUs listed in the simulation panel. Here, there are now, they each has one PDUs in the simulation panel. So examine functionality and TCP and UDP protocols. So step 1. Step 1. Examine the multiplexing as of the traffic crosses the network. You will now use the capture forward button and back button in simulation panel. Click capture forward once. So let's make this a little bit bigger. So click capture forward once. So there, that's what happened. The PDUs are transferred to the switch. So letter B, click capture forward again. Some of the PDUs disappear. What do you think happened to them? So let's click capture forward again. Yes, so some PDUs disappeared, so they are now stored in the switch. So letter C, click capture forward 6 times. All the clients should have received a reply. Note that only one PDU can cross a wire in this direction at a given time. What is this code? So let's first click it 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So when only one PDU can cross the wire in each direction at a given time, this is called a multiplexing. It's called a multiplexing. So D, a variety of PDUs appears. The event list in the upper right pane in the window. Why are there so many different colors? So they are different colors because they represent different protocols. So click back 8 times. This should reset the simulation. Click back 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They are all now back to the PCs. Do not reset simulation anytime during this activity. If you do, you will need to repeat the steps in part 1. So, okay, step 2, So we're going to examine HTTP traffic as clients communicate with the server. Filter the traffic that is currently displayed to display only HTTP and TCP PDUs. Filter the traffic that is currently displayed. Click Edit Filters and toggle to show all none box. So let's click Edit Filters, then toggle the show all none box. Edit Filters to show all. Now we only choose HTTP and TCP. So let's HTTP here and TCP here. So it only now shows TCP, a TCP type. Select HTTP and TCP, click anywhere, click capture forward, hold your mouse above the PDU until you find the one that originates from HTTP client. Click the PDU envelope to open it. So let's click capture forward, then go to, now we'll go to HTTP client. Hold your mouse above the PDU until you find the one that originates from HTTP client. So here, this is originated from the HTTP client. Let's click this. So this is not it because it does not have a inbound. I think this one. There. So click inbound PDU tab. Click inbound. So we are now here. Click inbound PDU details tab. What is the section labeled? So here, this labeled TCP. This labeled is a TCP. So yeah. So see, are these communication considered to be reliable? Yes, these communications are considered as a reliable communication. Record the SRC port, the EST port, sequence num, and ACK num values. What is written? What is written in the field to the left window field? So the text that is written in the field to the left of the window field is the destination port, which is 1025. So the next question, close the PDU and click capture forward until the PDU returns to the HTTP client with a check mark. So we're going to click capture forward until the PDU returns to the HTTP client. So HTTP client, a check mark. So let's capture forward, capture forward, capture forward. There it is now in the HTTP client, and it has a check mark. Click the PDU envelope and select inbound PDU details. How are the port and sequence numbers? So after clicking that, inbound PDU details, are the port and sequence numbers different than before? Here, so it is still 80, 1025, then 01. So the source and destination ports are now reversed. Acknowledgement number is 1. The SYN has changed to SYN plus ACK. There is a second PDU of different color which HTTP client has prepared to send to multi-server. This is beginning of HTTP communication. Click the second PDU envelope and select outbound PDU details. So this is the second one. Outbound PDU details. Information is now listed in the TCP section. What information is now listed in the TCP section? How are the ports, the sequence numbers different from the previous PDUs? So from the last PDUs, so it is 102.580, 1 and 1. So it is now PSH plus ACK. The source and the destination ports are reversed and both sequence of the acknowledgement numbers are 1. So now let's proceed to step 3. Examine the FTP traffic as the clients communicate with the server. In the simulation panel, click Edit Filters and display only FTP and TCP. So Edit Filters, we're going to put only FTP and TCP. So FTP and TCP. So this is TCP, now FTP. FTP and TCP there. Click capture forward, hold your cursor above the PDU until you find the one that generates from FTP client. Click the PDU envelope to open it. So let's click capture forward. Now we're going to find originated from FTP client. Originate. So here, FTP client, let's open this. Now check the inbound PDU details. Let's scroll down to the last section. What is the section labeled? So it is labeled TCP. Here, TCP. Are this communication considered to be reliable? So yes, these communications are considered reliable. Record the SRC port. So here we're going to record this TCP destination port. So 1025, 21, 0 and 0. So there. Now close the PDU and click capture forward until the PDU returns to the FTP client with the check mark. So capture forward until it returns to the FTP client with the check mark. So capture forward, capture forward, capture forward. Now it has a check mark. So click the PDU envelope and select the inbound PDU details. So inbound PDU details. How are the port sequence and numbers different from before? So let's see that the TCP here. So it is now different. It is now 21, 10250, and 1. So it is now SYN plus ACK. The source and destination ports are now reversed. And the acknowledgement number, here the acknowledgement number is now 1. So click the outbound PDU details. How are the port and the sequence number different from the previous two results? So let's see TCP. The 1025 and 21, 1 and 1. So ACK. Source of the destination ports are also reversed, and both sequence and acknowledgement numbers are 1. So here, this is now both 1. Close the PDU. Click capture forward, and the second PDU returns to the FTP client. So let's click until the second close the PDU and click capture for until a second PDU returns to the FTP client. PDU is a different color. Let's capture forward, and another capture forward until one returns. So now it is now gray. This is a different color. Open the PDU and select inbound the PDU details. Scroll down to the TCP section. What is the message from the server? So the message from the server is welcome to the PT FTP server. Click back until the simulation is reset. So now we will reset again the simulation. So let's go here. Ready for chapter 4. Now let's reset again. I think it is now reset. Chapter 4. Examine DNS traffic as clients communicate with the server. Click on the simulation in the simulation panel. Edit filters and display only DNS and UDP. Edit filters, DNS and UDP. Let's find UDP and DNS. Here UDP. DNS is Bluetooth DTP. So we go to this. It is labeled UDP. Are this communication considered to be reliable? So I think these communications are not considered as reliable. Record the SRC and DST port. So SRC, DST 1025 and 53. Because why is there no sequence and acknowledgement number? Because UDP does not need to establish a reliable connection. Close the PDU and click capture forward until the PDU returns to the DNS client with a check mark. So capture forward. Let's capture forward. So now it has a check mark. on it. So click the PDU envelope. Let's click this envelope. And inbound PDU details. How are the port and the sequence numbers different from before? So go to UDP. So now the source port is now 53 and the destination port is 1025. So the source port and the destination port is now reversed. What is the last section of the PDU called? So the last section is called the DNS answer. Click back to simulate to simulation to reset the simulation. So there, we've reset it. So step 5. Examine the traffic as clients communicate with the server. In the simulation panel, change edit filters and change to POP3. Edit filters. Now we go to POP3 and SMTP and TCP. There, click capture forward on your cursor above the PDU until you find the one that originates from the email client. Click the PDU envelope to open it. Okay. So, email client is capture forward. Capture forward, hold your cursor above the PDU until you find the one that originates from the email client. So, capture forward. So now last device email client, so this is it. Now open it. Click the PDU envelope, open it. Click the inbound PDU details. So we now click the inbound PDU details tab and scroll down to the last section. What transport layer does the email traffic use? So here it uses TCP. Are these communications considered to be reliable? Yes, these communications are considered to be reliable. Record the SRC port, DST port, sequence num, and ACK num. So we're going to remember this. This is the written the left window field to the left window field. It is written 1025. It's 2500. So it's SYN. Close the PDU. Click capture forward until PDU returns from the email client. The check mark. So capture forward, capture forward, capture forward, and capture forward. There, it now has a check mark. Click the PDU envelope and select the inbound PDU details. So in the inbound PDU details, how are the port and the sequence different from before? So it is now 25, 1025, 1 SYN plus ACK. So the source and the destination ports are reversed and the acknowledgement number is 1. Go to outbound PDU details. How are the port sequences? So let's go to the TCP. So 1025.25.1.1. The source and destination ports are also reversed and both sequence of the acknowledgement numbers are 1. There is a second PDU in different color of the HTTP client as prepared to send to the multi-server. is the beginning of the email communication. Click the PDU envelope and select outbound PDU details. So we'll click outbound PDU details. How are the port sequence numbers different from the previous result? So 1025, 25, 0, and 1 and 1. So the source and destination ports are reversed and the boot sequence acknowledgement number is R1. There is a second PDU and HTTP client to server communication. Outbound PDU detail. How are the port sequence for previous PDU? So the question for this, so 1025, 25, 1 and 1. Source destination port is reversed and both the sequence management are also 1. So what email is associated with TCP port 25? What protocol is associated with TCP port 110? So it is SMTP and POP3. Click back to set the simulation. Now we have reset the simulation. To see the TCP active session, perform the following steps in quick succession. Switch back to real-time mode. Now go to multi-server and click desktop tab, multi-server, desktop tab, and command prompt. Now enter nestat command. Nestat. Netstat. So it's supposed to be netstat. There, what port numbers are being used in the servers? So what port? So it is 21. Yes, it's 21. What states are the sessions in? So it is established. Repeat netstat command several times until you see only one session still established, for which service is considered still open FTP. So we have done this packet tracer activity. I hope you learned something. So that's all, and thanks for watching.